Mary Pat Carlson, and I'm the small-scale food processing sector specialist for the UW Extension in Wisconsin. And I'm touring Wisconsin, visiting a number of commercial kitchens. And today I'm in Green Lake, visiting with Barry Rogers at a new facility that I'm very excited to share with you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you got to see this old building because we really have worked hard to try and make it into something that is good for the community. So we have here a certified commercial kitchen, and we set it up primarily for people in our area that had a dream of starting a food business but needed a vehicle to get into it. We recognize that a lot of their business is seasonal, so we rent by the hour. We don't have a long-term contract. And what's most exciting to me is this is in the lower part of the jail, and we have a secure entrance where someone can come in late at night or early in the morning and they don't have to worry about what's behind the closed door. One of the nice things is that we do have secure covered parking. The other thing we have is we have a lot of space in this building. So someone who does a big production run or needs to take a seasonal product and store it and distribute it throughout the year, we have space that they can rent for that. The other thing that is perhaps unique to our kitchen and our complex is that we have a demonstration room where the food processors put on classes or demonstrations, and that's been very successful.
And what about some of the equipment that you have? I mean, it's certainly all commercial grade. It certainly looks new. Can you kind of identify some of the pieces?
We have a full-size convection oven. We have the range and oven here. We have a proofer and hot hold. We do have some caterers using the kitchen, so we have facilities and flatware and things for them if they cater an event. The thing I'm most proud of is this item, the Bimford 3300 of mixers. This is a 33-quart mixer, and it's an old Hobart that's gear-driven, and it runs beautifully.
Anything that they have to have in place when they start?
We spend about 45 minutes with them, going over safety issues, fire issues, how the equipment runs. Basically, they need to have a license. They get inspected here, and they can get the license the same day. They need to have their liability insurance, and that's a state requirement. It's $1 million of liability insurance. And they need to have read our kitchen policy manual and attest that they understand our policies and will abide by them. We charge the business $12 an hour, and then they pay extra for refrigeration or shelving in the refrigerator. But they can bring in 2 or 3 helpers. They don't get charged extra for that.
Well, what about storage? Do they have room to store their small equipment here? Or do they have, you had talked about the fact that this is a big facility and you do have extra space. So I'm assuming that you have some storage space.
Yes, everybody gets a shelf on the carts out there. They can rent additional shelves for $5 a shelf. Cold storage, we have a 2-door reach-in refrigerator, a 2-door reach-in freezer, and they can rent a half shelf for $10 a month. Then we have several rooms down in this area that, if necessary, we would have to get a warehouse license,
Sure.
But they could warehouse their product here, and we could handle quite a bit of product. Our goal is to be that bridge between someone who has a dream to take a family recipe and make something and sell it, and perhaps they're selling at the farm market, but to take them that next step to where they're actually selling wholesale and they're developing a market for their product.
Do you have like Dockage, or how do they get product delivered, or do they have to procure everything themselves, or do you do some of the buying for them?
We maintain some shelves of common ingredients that they run out, with a spice rack and flour and sugar. Mm-hmm. They would arrange, if they're buying on a large scale, they would arrange, we have an agreement with Cisco, they would do their own purchasing and it would be delivered here.
When people are looking or trying to find a way to contact you, can you give us a phone number or a website?
If you go to Courthouse Kitchens of Green Lake, or just courthousekitchens.com, our website will come up. It gives you more information about our facility, about the opportunity we have for giving classes, and also it gives contact information for me. They can call me on my cell phone or at home. I'm used to taking calls, and or they can email me, and that's at courthousekitchen@gmail.com.
Thank you again for inviting us into your kitchen, and I hope to see you again.